wildfires that are actually happening miles and miles north of here in Canada have continued to affect our city. This is a very dynamic situation that depends on those fires and the weather, which, as we all have seen lately, can change on a moment's notice. So I'm here to introduce our Public Health Commissioner, Dr. Pollock Raval Nelson, who is an actual expert in this field with both a master's in public health and a PhD in environmental health and policy. As we call her, Dr. Pollock.
Thank you, Managing Director. Well, folks, if you've been outside, you know that the air quality is getting worse. At this time, we're moving our city into code purple based on the readings from our Breathe Philly monitors, which are located throughout the city in every neighborhood. We knew this was a possibility, and now we're dealing with it. Let me put it plainly. Right now, and likely into tomorrow, the air in Philadelphia will be unhealthy for everyone. I'm encouraging all Philadelphians to take action to protect themselves during this air quality emergency. That means avoiding going outdoors unless it's necessary. Stay indoors unless you have to go out. If you don't need to go out, try to limit your time. If you do need to go out, try to limit your time outdoors and wear either an N95 mask or a KN95 mask. Please be aware, these recommendations are for all Philadelphians. People who are vulnerable, like those who have chronic diseases, conditions, the very young, the old, and others need to take even more special care. This situation is dangerous, and if we all take care and look out for each other, we will get through this. But we need everybody to listen and take advice. The advice that we're giving, and keep an eye on the air quality through the city's air monitoring devices by visiting phila.gov/breathephilly. We're going to keep you updated throughout the day tomorrow, and as long as it takes to get through this emergency together. Thank you. Director Williams.
Thank you. Thank you, Commissioner. As stated, Carlton Williams, Director, Clean and Green Initiatives for the City of Philadelphia. As our Health Commissioner just stated, the unhealthy air quality is causing us to look at the services that we provide for the City of Philadelphia. One of the critical services that we are looking at right now is the trash and recycling. And so due to the unhealthy air quality, we are suspending trash and recycling services for Friday, July 17th, 2026. We will resume trash and recycling collections once the air quality improves. We're asking our residents not to put out their trash and recycling for tomorrow until further notice, but we will maintain our sanitation convenience centers. Those locations have air conditioning for our employees, and we can safely accept the material at that location. To find out more about the locations and where you can take your trash, you can log on to our website at www.phila.gov/sanitation. Also, the same website to stay tuned for further announcements regarding your trash and recycling services. Thank you.
We know folks might have other questions about city government. As we are planning right now, we expect that city government will be open and operating tomorrow. Now, we are literally meeting around the clock to determine if any changes to city services will need to be made tomorrow for the health and safety of our employees and for the health and safety of our residents, businesses, and visitors. We will communicate any of those changes and any changes in the city's operating status through the normal channels. Again, we're going to be here working through the night. All of that information will come out tomorrow. We are planning for parks and recreation facilities to be open with their planned events occurring as scheduled, albeit with very limited outdoor activities. And we currently anticipate to close pools and spray grounds tomorrow. Again, more information on this, a very dynamic and a very dangerous situation. There are other ways where, of course, here in our Office of Emergency Management, Emergency Operations Center, and you can always have the latest information on conditions of our city by following OEM, and we're going to have our OEM director give you a couple more things to remember.
Good evening. I'm the director for the city's Office of Emergency Management, Dominic Morales. really, as we've seen throughout this summer, really any summer, of course, we dealt with a similar situation in 2023, many of us in similar roles or in our current roles. The weather and the environment has to, it makes us remain nimble, and we have to be nimble. And so as we saw as recently as this past Saturday with the sudden storms that we're still recovering from, and now with this air quality event, and even the forecast changing, actually the conditions changing by the time it took us to decide to activate the EOC and come down this evening. And so what we want folks to know is always the trusted source for official emergency information from the City of Philadelphia is phila.gov. Any emergencies we'll put up in a banner at the top there. It is signing up for Ready Phila alerts by texting the word Ready Phila, that's READY PHILA, to 888-777, and it's following the city's official social media accounts. That's phila.gov, that's Philadelphia Department of Public Health, and Philadelphia Office of Emergency Management. Quite literally, as we learn about conditions and consult with the Weather Service and consult with our health department, and decisions are made in the room next to us and with city leadership across the city, that is communicated through the city's Office of Emergency Management Regional Integration Center, 24/7 center, staff sitting right over there, ready to send out those notifications at a moment's notice. So please sign up for those alerts. If there are additional service impacts tomorrow, that is how we will decide them, communicate them, and make sure the word gets out. Thank you.
We've been briefing Mayor Parker all along, and I want to acknowledge our Chief of Staff, Tiffany Thurman, is here as well in the Emergency Operations Center. Our mayor is absolutely behind us and working with us. She's actually probably on the phone in there right now, and she's absolutely part of these decisions as we go forward into another day. So if you have any questions, we'll take those now.
Yes, advice to those who have, everybody has to stay indoors, who don't have an AC, and the idea is that you have to keep your windows closed, you don't want that air coming in or smoke, so what is the advice and suggestion for those who don't have air conditioning?
So the advice for folks that don't have air conditioning or mechanical cooling, traditionally we let folks know that they can go to a site or a space. On average, you want to spend about 4 hours in a cooling space. So if they have the capacity to travel to a cooling space, and while they're in the outdoors getting there for the limited time, they can wear an KN95 or an N95 mask.
And to what level does the air quality have to go back for it to be safe for trash to be picked up?
I'll let the commissioners first talk about the
Absolutely.
level, and then
So
we can then talk
today,
about what
our air quality today was red. The moment that the air quality drops back down to red or orange or below, it's safe for us to resume all of those operations. It is because we shifted to purple literally in 5 minutes from 8:30 to 8:35 that we had to toggle to this.
And the moment we are notified by the commissioner, we will put out a notice either through a press release to let people know that we're going to resume. We can have the capability of doing it over the weekends, so we don't expect it to be prolonged unless the air quality stays in this condition. I just also want to point out that another important note, look out for your neighbors throughout this as well. It's important that our residents understand that those type of conditions, if you know someone who does not have air, do the neighborly thing and help them out, have them come over. Look out for your fellow residents in these situations because it can get very dangerous. Thank you.
And I want to add to that point one more thing. I want to add, besides your neighbors and looking out for your neighbors, please also consider your pets and your animals. Sometimes we try to keep them on their same routine, but the air quality does impact them as well.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you all.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Can I step in or no? Do you guys have what you need, or does anybody need anything additionally from, for example, Dr.